The little girl stood there, staring blankly at her mother's grave. After a moment of thought, she ran to the neighboring grave, picked 2 chrysanthemums, and placed them on her mother's grave. Then, with her small hands, she started digging into the soil covering her mother's resting place. But as she dug, tears of frustration began to fall from the corners of her eyes. How she wished she could see her mother just one more time. A month ago, her mother and Emma had been in a car accident. Thankfully, Emma only had a minor arm fracture, but her mother suffered severe injuries. When her father brought her the tragic news, Emma didn't react strongly. At just 4 years old, she clearly didn't understand what it meant. Sadly, a few days later, Emma's mother passed away due to her injuries. Her father took Emma to the site of the accident. After much thought, he decided to tell her the heartbreaking news. However, young Emma had no understanding of what death meant. She thought her mother was simply asleep, and that once she woke up, she would be able to see her again. But when her father told her that she would never see her mother again, her fragile little heart was struck for the first time. She couldn't believe that her mother had truly left her forever. After the funeral, due to work commitments, her father had to leave Emma with her aunt. When it was time to say goodbye, Emma clung tightly to the car door, unwilling to let go. Her father, helpless, gave her his watch and told her that whenever she missed him, she could listen to the sound of the watch's ticking. "That's my heartbeat," he said. "It shows that I'm always with you." Emma then gave her favorite teddy bear to her father, promising that the bear would protect him in her place. From that day on, Emma dreamed of her mother every night. In her dreams, they lived together in a fairy tale castle. Every day, she would snuggle in her mother's arms and listen to her mother tell fairy tales. So, she spent all her days lying in bed, hoping to see her mother in her dreams. But for some reason, after a while, she stopped dreaming of her mother. Emma became very sad. She went to her aunt with her confusion. Her aunt comforted her, saying that her mother was unable to be with her right now because of some things she had to do, but she would be back once she was done. Her aunt also told Emma the story of Jesus' resurrection. From then on, Emma believed that her mother would come back to life. Every day, she would wait in the yard for her mother to return. To welcome her back, she picked pine cones and flowers, intending to give them as gifts to her mother. Then, she stood in an empty field, raised her hands, and loudly recited what she thought was the resurrection spell. But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't see her mother. Finally, Emma couldn't hold back her tears any longer. "Why hasn't my mother come back?" she cried. "Have I not tried hard enough?" Her father, knowing what she had been doing, rushed back to her. He grabbed Emma and scolded her harshly. His stern words frightened Emma, and she stepped back, trembling. Finally, her father caught her again and said, "Your mother is gone. She will never come back. If you keep this up, you'll go mad." But to Emma, it didn't matter. As long as her mother came back, even if it meant going crazy, she was willing to accept it. But Emma, being the sensible child she was, decided not to worry her father any longer and chose to go back home with him.